What's good, everybody? Welcome to Hdawg Gaming. I'm your boy Hdawg, and today I'm talking about Microsoft. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna put them on blast, but kind of put them on the spot today. Microsoft loves loot boxes, plain and simple, and that's no secret. Given you looking at the first example I've ever heard of them using loot boxes in any egregious way was Forza 7. But they probably thought nobody was gonna do shit, say shit. It's Forza 7. Nobody really plays Forza 7. They probably thought to themselves in their head, isn't that crazy? I mean, you would think Microsoft would say, oh, everybody plays Forza, but I really low key think they probably were telling themselves nobody really plays Forza, so we ain't got nothing to worry about. I bet you money. I can bet you. That's what they were probably telling themselves behind the scenes with Forza 7. And then you go from that to PUBG and the Xbox One X exclusive or Xbox One exclusive. Uh, for any of you who don't know what PUBG is, unless you've been living under a rock, is one of the most highly popular battle royale games. So far, it started out on PC early access, moved its way now to Microsoft with the Xbox One platform, and you can get it digitally. You can even buy it at Walmart for like $30 a pop. Um, and I'm looking at the fact of the matter that this game, it may just it may have already had microtransactions back when it was on PC originally, but and not just the microtransactions but the loot boxes as well. It may have always had the microtransactions and loot boxes and all that, but with the recent test server update, and to my knowledge there's no official word if it will or is all, or God forbid, is already a part of the main game, is the ludicrous cosmetics, loot, the new ludicrous cosmetic items you can get in the new loot boxes, Dorado and Biker. And if I'm not mistaken, Biker is the ones you can get by simply leveling up. Dorado, you gotta pay real world money for. What does that remind you of? Paying with real world money. Oh, I know, EA. It reminds me of fucking EA. And I know I could probably, I know I'll probably, that may, generate some hate on my part, you know, because I put, I kind of am comparing PUBG to EA, which when you think about it, in that respect, with the loot boxes and all, it's kind of cut from the same cloth if you think. Um, and I look at it like, even though it's just cosmetic and it don't affect gameplay, this new test server update is fucking bullshit. For any of you it's just cosmetic fanboys out there, just because it's just cosmetic don't mean it can't be egregious, don't mean it can't be outrageous or outlandish. And that is exactly what this new test server update is. Now, I know it's been a minute uh, since the news broke of it going to a test server update, but I'm not sure, like I said, if it's part of the main game or not. Since it is in the Xbox preview program, I don't know. There ain't been any official word about it, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but hopefully it's not in the game, because in these new loot boxes, which, like I said, does remind me of EA, especially more so with Need for Speed Payback. You know, like get a basic loot box every time you level up, and the ones you only can get by buying real world money, by buying them with real world money, and having exclusive cosmetic items in that premium shipment. It reminds me a lot about that. And even though Player Unknown himself has stated we don't want to go that route, yeah. Hopefully you don't. And this really is just a test, just part of the test servers, and maybe people who may have tested it out do not like it, and maybe it won't be there. Just the optimist in me believes that. Um, but with these new cosmetic loot boxes, and I'll give it props, it does disclose the odds. At least it does that. But even though it may disclose the odds are fucking shit to get the rarest pieces in the game. It's like 0.1% just to get the absolute rarest gear, the absolute rarest cosmetic items in the game. Which somebody ran the numbers to get the rarest cosmetics in the game, or to get one of the rarest cosmetics from a loot box. Uh, you would need to open. It would take you 80 fucking years just to get that. Can you believe that shit? 80 fucking years. And to me, I think that's bullshit in that respect. 80 years to get one thing? Come on now. Come on now. That's fucked up. And that just comes to show that just because they're cosmetic don't mean they can't. Just because they're cosmetic don't mean they can't be egregious. And I'm here to tell you, Microsoft are in love with loot boxes and controversy, because even though even though with all that I just said, there's been like a recent news report of them wanting to add loot boxes with their achievements, to reward your avatar, where you can, I guess, customize them with like different skins with your new avatar or whatever. Um, and don't get me wrong, that sounds cool and all, and it sounds like something that won't be egregious, even though it is uh, cosmetic and it is a loot box. There's no way it could be a paid loot box for just an avatar. I mean, that would be fucking outlandish if they did that. Like if they were to do something in the sense of adding like paid cosmetic items to an avatar, God forbid if they would do that, but I mean, you're already getting your ass kicked by Sony, so yeah, and just because that the Xbox One X sold better than the PS4 in December, 1 month, versus an entire generation, does not mean that this is a good thing for Microsoft. Don't mean that. Um, but yeah, I really think it may seem innocent now, but they could, and I'm talking about Microsoft here, could add something far more egregious than that. And I don't even want to say what it is just to give one of them fuckers over at Microsoft a bad idea. Then again, since I own a PS4, I wouldn't mind, because if you want to blow up your business, if you want your business to burn to the ground, do some shady microtransaction loot box shit. And the fact that your exclusives aren't console sellers, but that's a story, that's a video and discussion for another day. Um, but yeah, I do think Microsoft, they are in love with microtransactions and loot boxes. And I'm starting to digress on my argument that I made earlier in a previous video about the possibility, if big name publishers have to, like Sony or Microsoft, but now I think that's kind of died, with this news breaking. Um, I think I want to digress on that, because now you're hearing this. It's kind of like, to me, Microsoft is getting so fucking desperate that they're almost willing to try crack just to get a fix. And do you know what that crack is? What the crack is in the gaming industry? It's fucking microtransactions and loot boxes. And yes, cosmetics included. I don't give a fuck if they're just cosmetic. They can be egregious too. Now, if they're not egregious, fine. Then fine. Simple as that. Fine. But it don't mean I asked for it in the damn game. Um, but yeah, to me, it just seems like if you have this itch to just make money, then why not produce quality console selling games? That would actually make you a ton of money, up there with Sony. You know, you would think that'd be best for business, right? But if that's how it works, I guess. But I'm gonna take them off my list for the video I made talking about them, saying I think they need to, them or Sony need to stand up to EA and say, look, we don't want microtransactions or loot boxes in in your game. Well, no, I ain't say that. I think I said we don't want your game that has loot boxes and microtransactions on our console. That's what I meant to say. And at first I was like, at first I was saying, you know what? Microsoft and Sony could do it. Now I'm saying just Sony. Sony got a way better chance of doing it now. Way better than Microsoft. With with these new developments. Well, it ain't really new. I'm kind of late on it. But I do think it's one of them scenarios that I think if Microsoft was to really push the fucking envelope with these loot boxes, they fucking can. And they're tied to achievements. So who knows? They may come up with some lucrative scheme. They may who knows what the fuck they'll do. They may start monetizing avatars, monetizing achievements, and Microsoft, don't listen to me. I don't know a damn thing about making a video game. But and I may not know a damn thing about, and I may not know nothing about running a business. But damn it, I know right from wrong. If you Push the fucking envelope. And this is a message to Microsoft, to Phil Spencer, or any Xbox fanboy out there. If you push the envelope with these microtransactions, Microsoft will die along with EA. Don't be in the same boat as EA. Quarantine yourself from EA. Be better than them. They're like the addict that's infectious to be around. But with that being said, guys, what you guys think about all this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. We can have a discussion and let's talk about it down in the comments below. I could be down there, you know. I could what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link my social media accounts down in the description box. That way, if you got any feedback you want to give me on those outlets, you can hit me up there. I'll put them in the description box. And with that being said, it's been your boy Hdawg. I'll see you next time.